It's Levack and Goz on 104.5 The Team.
Live from the stretch, the new sports bar right here in Saratoga Raceway. We're joined by our good friend Will Alempijevic, who it's not season, it's not Saratoga season until you sit across from us, Will.
Wow, thank you.
Well, I mean, you became.
I make it real.
Well, it's funny because I think it was when you brought food you became a family member. Well, no, like you explained the Naira bets thing to us, and now I use it more than I should, if we're being perfectly honest. But when I do use it right, like I hit the early pick 5 at Belmont on Belmont Day.
Oh, wow.
So it's a $12 total wager that paid me $612.
That's awesome.
I had just blown out my hot water tank in my basement. That was replaced by Naira bets.
Wow.
So if you want to put a logo on it, you're welcome to.
There you go.
So we're here in the stretch, the new bar, and I noticed there's these tablets. Like if you sit at the rail where you can see the track pretty much perfectly with fans above your head and the whole nine, there's tablets in front of you. Those are provided by the track, and they have Naira bets on them?
Yeah, absolutely. So these tablets are fairly sophisticated. You can order food from them. You can watch races. Obviously, you know, when you make a bet, you obviously want to catch the action because you can bet other tracks. You know, you can bet Gulfstream or Del Mar is obviously.
Yeah, Woodbine's right over us here.
Woodbine, yeah, or my Canadian brethren.
There you go.
And the best part, obviously, from my perspective, is just sitting down at the table and making a bet. You know, it's fun to walk up to a clerk and make a bet, but you could get yourself shut out if there's some slow people in front of you. I mean, we have hundreds of clerks. We have maybe upwards of 1,000 windows here, but again, you still can get shut out. You know, hitting the wrong button or getting stuck behind someone. But if you're sitting here in the stretch, you just do it whenever you want. You just make your bets right there. And you need a Naira Bets account. And so you log into your account, whatever balance you have there. As soon as you make the bet, it'll deduct. And then as soon as you win, because I know you'll win, the account balance will go up right away.
See, if you can't make it for Saratoga for whatever reason, like Levack, I told you this week, my dad was fired up to be here. Mr. Goz was going to be here. Yeah. And then he found out 2 days ago. The wife said, it's not happening. You got to do stuff back at the house. So he's sitting there thinking, you got to talk to that Will guy, as he said. Talk to that Will guy from Naira Bets and tell him, is it easy for someone like me who might be retired and hanging out in central New York to figure it out? How easy is it to work online?
Yeah, it's great. So Naira Bets is nairabets.com. So you can just use any computer, or you can use your own tablet or your own mobile device. You can use your phone. Yeah, you sign up for an account. Horse racing is a very regulated industry, so we need to prove you're 18 years of age or older. We can't have kids opening up betting accounts. There's some states that don't allow wagering. I was talking to a gentleman from North Carolina today. They don't have laws that allow for betting on horses, so we can't accept people opening up accounts there. So it's about a 5-minute process. We ask you all your information, we verify it, and then boom, you got an account. And then you log in just like you would your email, a username and password, and you make some bets. And the interface is similar to what the interface is on track. You select the track you want, you select the race, you select the bet you want, the amount, and then the runners, and then you click make bet. It's really that simple.
Nice.
So love all of that. I love the bonuses. Like, I know they're first time bonuses, but like, how long do I have to wait till I can be a first time bettor again so I can get some of these Naira Bets bonuses? I mean, come on, let's talk.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't own a house for over a year in New York State, I get a first-time home buyer's mortgage again. Like, talk to me, Will. Let's figure this out.
When you were younger, did you subscribe to newspapers and then cancel them and then get the resubscription rate?
No, I was the kid who had to deliver them to you when you did that. And I was like, no, House 2 is gone. No, House 2 is back.
And House 2 is back. And then you dump them all somewhere.
Yes.
Okay. So the initial sign-up bonus is obviously amazing. If you come to the track or you're interested in the races and you want to bet from home like your father, or you go to an OTB, it makes sense to open up a Naira Bets account. If you make $200 worth of bets in 14 days, it's not hard. You can bet, $10 a race and then over 20 races, so over 2 or 3 race days. Regardless of whether you win, lose, or draw, you could turn your $200 into $10,000, and we're still going to give you $200 back.
Hey.
It's a free $200 once you reach that threshold.
So if you're just learning, it's risk-free $200 to start with.
Risk-free. You come to the track. Instead of going to the windows, open up a Naira Bets account. We have about 6 or 7 different areas. Right here in the stretch, there's the Bet Squad.
Yeah.
They'll sign you up right there. They'll give you a card. So you can bet from your phone. You can bet from the tablet. You just enter in your username and password. Or you can still go to the windows and swipe your card. And, even if you want to bet $20 win in place on, or $10 win in place on 10 different horses. Just have some fun.
Right.
Because even if you lose it all, you're getting your $200 back.
You get it right back. Will Alempijevic with us right now from Naira Bets right here at the Saratoga Racecourse. Should we tell them about the show wager?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
So we have Brian the Closer Mariano here.
There he is.
He's our horse racing expert, and I'm air quoting as we go. So we, I make the big hit, and you know me, Will. I don't shut up about it. I won the big money at the Belmont, so I've been pretty unbearable. Goz is pretty much his bachelor party was at the Belmont. So we all decided we're experts. So we started what is the LG Levack Goz boot bet. So we all start with a bank of $500, and whoever ends up with the most money at the end of the meet decides what is drank out of one of those glass boots by the loser.
Oh, wow.
And they have to do it in one segment or we refill it.
Oh, boy.
Closer is down like $200-300 already.
No,
there's been 3 races.
Will, we know you're Canadian. I don't know if Canadian beer, there's bad Canadian beer. I feel like it's an oxymoron. Any suggestions to what we should put into that? Maybe something you'd say is not one of your favorites.
Well, I mean, I would say give me some time, but he might be out the 500 in about 2 more races. And you guys are putting me on the spot. That's not good.
Oh my God! But it's one of those things like, and you know, we have it set up where you can buy back in, but you start negative whatever you buy in. So when he started his first race, he's down $112. And you're Closer. Are you betting these too? No, just okay. So
now
some of them he's just doing for the boot bet. But
gotcha. How big is the boot?
It's a liter.
It's a liter.
Yeah, it's a liter.
Not bad.
So I was at Busch Gardens. They had one with the Marine Corps emblem on it. And I was like, how can I get the company to pay for this? And I was like, well, if we make it part of a wager on the show, now I can expense it with the company.
There you go.
Can you bet boot bets on Naira Bets? Is that
That's the next promo. I mean, we didn't get to any of the specific promos, but that's a great suggestion.
We could do, I mean, like, you know, maybe somebody on a specific day of the track, if you wanted to have a day-long boot bet with us, we would host that. They just had like part of their new Naira Bets membership, and then whatever we decide to put in the boot at the end of the day for the loser.
So what's the vig or the takeout on hosting this bet? You know, the house always has to make a little.
Probably the beer. I would probably want the beer.
Yeah.
Will Alempijevic, the Naira Bets, and you said other promos. What other promos were we talking about?
Yeah, on any given day, there's a lot of promos on our own races, but then also on the simulcast tracks. There's always stuff going on for Del Mar. We have a promo where if you bet $50 to win on a horse, we will give you back $50 on Travers Day, win, lose, or draw again. It's a little bit more complex, but yeah, it's a great promo for free money. The promo that came out last year is the Naira Bets Late Pick 5. So the Pick 5 is selecting the winner of 5 races in a row. And the Late Pick 5 is sponsored by Naira Bets, and we have a minimum payout if you use your Naira Bets account of $150,000 on every day except Saturday, and then on Saturdays it's $300,000. Yeah, so you have to have the single ticket. So it actually happens quite frequently. So last year on opening day, about $100,000 was bet into the pool. No one got it.
Okay.
And, you know, so had you have gotten, you would have got back roughly around $100,000. All that money got carried over. Now, with this promotion, if you did get it and you were the sole ticket, instead of getting $100,000 from the actual system, Naira Bets would give you a check and top you off to $150,000. So if there's only $50,000 bet right on a given day, and you know you would have won around $43,000. And you used your Naira Bets account, you have the sole winning ticket, they'll top you up to $150,000. Wow. And then on Saturdays, top you up to $300,000. So it's pretty amazing. It's a great way to win because the single bet costs 50 cents. You mentioned your bet cost $12, which means you had 24 different lines or combinations.
I'm going to take your word for it. That's math.
Yeah.
I don't do math. Will does math. I don't do math. Okay. So out of 24 bets,
Naira Bets, absolutely, you don't have to worry about math. Naira Bets does the math.
Right. That's what I like. So So you can win all this money. What's your bet? Like I like to do the 3-horse exacta box. Like that's my bread and butter.
I like to be weak and do like a horse that I think is going to win, and then overall, which is so weak. But you know, I cash in with that.
He's winning right now because he's only lost $4.
Right.
Yeah, that's great. I like your bet. the exact. I mean, if a horse is going to pay for a $2 win bet, $10. Let's just say your horse is 4-1. You double that and then add the $2. So you would get about $10 to win for a $2 win bet. Depending on who comes second, the exacta, which is the top two, can pay like $40, $50 for a $2 bet. So it's harder to pick the top two than it is to pick the winner, and as a result, the payoff's bigger.
Right.
So I like that.
So you add a third horse in, hedge your bets a little bit.
Yeah, and so as long as
Will
there's...
likes me better, guys.
Yeah, you're better. So as long as there's 8 or 9 or more horses in the race, it's going to be great. You don't want to box 3 horses in a race with 5 horses.
Right.
You're not getting all the combinations. So it's a tricky question. It depends on the value. When American Pharaoh was here, after he won the Triple Crown, you don't necessarily want to box him. He ended up losing in the Travers, but you don't want to box him with a bunch of horses. You might want to bet him on the top and bottom, like you said.
Right.
Pick him on top with a couple horses. He's going to be first or second. He's the best horse in racing.
Right.
Will kind of freaked out because when we say closer to your right, when he says value, he's not allowed to say it during the horse racing season.
No.
So he heard the word value and looked up oh, did I just get fined? You can say it as much as you want for Naira bets. He gets fined when he says value because we want him winners, not value picks. We want winners.
He drives me crazy because he'll come over here and he'll be like, this is the value horse, so I'll wager that horse because if you're going to be the horse racing expert on this show, I should put my money where your mouth is. And then he'll come back and he goes, yeah, I had a feeling the 8 was going to win, but I didn't think he was going to pay because there was no value there. I'm like, there's no value in losing. Yeah. So he's not allowed to say value for the length of the meet.
So he's definitely a sophisticated horse player. I mean, they're okay.
Wow, it's a nice thing I ever said about you on the show. Sophisticated horse player.
They're willing to lose. So like a horse player that's looking for value would rather throw away a value ticket rather than and lose an opportunity to bet a horse they think is going to win. Because over the long run, they think it's better. But now if you're just touting, and it sounds like in this game you should be touting, just tout the winner.
Yeah, especially when it comes to the boot bet. Because I decided, if I get ahead enough, I'm just going to put a 12-pack of something in the middle of my yard and just let the sun work on it for a couple weeks and then pour that into the boot.
Oh, wow.
Look at his face. Closer's so upset already. Oh, man. So Will, man, we appreciate you as always. Is there any specific thing going on today that we need to know about? Is there anything you've spotted that you want to make sure that we're hip to?
No, just come on down. It's beautiful. There's always time. I mean, if you're driving around and you need something to do, just come to the track. There's always great opportunities to make cash.
I love it. And the stretch is so beautiful. You guys did a great job with this, as always. I don't know who's the one who sits down and draws up what you're going to improve every year. This is a win.
Yeah.
Total win. I wish I'd put money on this as opposed to what Closer told me to bet. Well, Alempijevic, we appreciate you, Naira Bets. Make sure you get your Naira Bets app. $200 bonus right now, where you bet $200 in 12 days?
14 days.
14 bonus 2 days right there. Yeah. And you get the $200 back. It's awesome, man. Will, thank you as always, and good luck throughout the meet, and good luck with your horses running up north.
Yeah, thank you so much.